Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the concept of commutation. So before this, we should understand what is an armature reaction. So with the help of that concept, let us see what is this commutation. So as you all know that what the nature of the EMF induced in the armature coil. So usually the EMF which is induced in the armature coil, it will be alternating in nature. So, as you all know that in the armature, the nature of the EMF which is induced, it will be alternating in nature. Right? Okay. But if the load is connected, the current which is flowing will also be alternating. Right? So if this is alternating, of course, the current will also be alternating. Right? But the flow of current in DC generator, it must be unidirectional. In DC generator, it should be unidirectional. It should be unidirectional. So how you can achieve this unidirectional? So this unidirectional can be achieved by using the commutator, by making use of a commutator. Right? By using a commutator. So when the armature conductors will be under the north pole. Let me consider if the armature conductor is in a north pole. If this is an armature, the conductor which is there onto this. So if this is under the north pole. Okay. Let me consider this is the south pole. Similarly, one conductor which is under the south pole is in the dot convention. Similarly, here also you can find all over if this is the south. So if this is the north pole. Okay. So here also you can find the direction of the conductor which will be in a different way. Okay. So here what will happen? You will find that when the armature conductors are under the influence of one pole, so they will carry the current in one direction. Okay. Whereas the conductor is when the conductor is reversed. Okay, when the conductor are under the influence of another pole. So the same conductor when it comes under the influence of another pole. Okay, if it comes under this conductor is coming under to this pole, this is north, this is south. So what will happen? It should change its direction. It should change its direction. So that reversal of a current takes place along the MNA axis, that is magnetic neutral axis, which is denoted as MNA, which you have studied in armature reaction concept. Okay, so therefore you can say that this process by which the current in a short circuited coil is reversed while it crosses the MNA is called as a commutation. So the time which is taken when the coil is remains short circuited is known as commutation period. So that is a concept about the commutation and the commutation period. Okay. So finally, you can say that a commutation is nothing but the reversal of the current, which has to take place in short interval when the coil is short circuited by brush, so that the transfer of current from one direction to the other is carried without any spark. So that process is called as the commutation. Right? So the time taken to conduct this operation to reverse its polarity from one direction to another, so that short period of a time, we call it as a commutation period. Now let us discuss about this very in detail. So usually the commutation is said to be an ideal one. Whenever you find the current changes from, let me call, if this is an ideal one, if this is a current, right? So you will find the time period it is taken. So if this is plus I, right? So it may go to the 0 position. Then again you will find it goes to the minus I. Right, so you will find that the commutation is said to be ideal one whenever the current changes from plus I to 0 and 0 to minus I within the commutation period. So to perform this operation, we will find that the spark will be produced between the commutator and the brush. If suppose the current is not reversed, by that time you will find the spark will be produced. If this continues, definitely it is going to damage both the commutator and as well as the brush, and we don't find the smooth operation of the reversal of a current, right? So therefore let us discuss the concept of this commutation very in detail with taking an example. Okay, to explain the process of a commutation, let me give you a basic idea. Here you can see that this is an armature, okay, conductor, where you will place the armature conductor inside the slots, and this will be the commutator, right? And here onto this commutator the brushes will be mounted. So what I'm going to do now, I'm concentrating only to this part of it, how it is going to convert that alternating EMF which is produced by the armature to the unidirectional one by using a commutation process. Now here let us assume that the armature winding is of a ring type. Okay, let me consider this armature in the form of a ring type. Let me draw that. Okay, so let me consider, see what I'm going to do. If this is in a circular manner, no, I'm going to draw it in a linear way. Okay, just like you have what you can say, you have a thread in a circular way, and if I cut that thread, how it looks, I can start with one point to another point, yes or no? Okay, so in that way I'm going to write it. So this will be, let me call these are the different the series of the armature windings which is of a ring type. Okay, and you can see that this is mounted. I mean, there will be a connection between these two. Okay, let me draw. There will be a commutator segment. Okay, so this is a commutator segment. So let me assume alternately all of you can just write down. This will be a commutator segment. Okay, let me denote this is under the C. This will be the small c. Let me take this as B and this will be the A. Okay, so this is a commutator segment which you can see here. And let me mark the brush. Okay, let me mark the brush which is here. Okay, so here actually the armature, the motion of this armature, let me assume it is in clockwise direction. So let me take this as the armature action. Okay, and let me consider one more assumption I would like to state, that is the width of the brush, the width of this brush should be equal to that of the width of the one commutator segment. Do you agree with this? So this is a brush width. It will be, we are assuming it should be same as that of the commutator segment. It is just an assumption. Okay, to understand the concept in a better way. Okay, and also one mica insulation. Okay, now let me take up the first case. So in this case, you can see that only one coil is short circuited at a time, and each of these brushes, you can see, whereas here in this case only one coil is short circuited at a time at each of these brushes. Okay, whereas in actual practice the width of this brush is usually more than that of the commutator, so that more than the two coils are simultaneously short circuited at each brushes. So in this figure you can see that the coil B is about to be short circuited, this coil. Okay, so coil B is about to be short circuited. It is about to be, because here you can see the brush is under, it is almost from between the C and between the B. Okay, so here you can see that the coil B is about to be short circuited. Okay, so the brush is short circuit, the brush is about to come in contact with the commutator segment A. It is about to come to the contact of A. Okay, so that you can see that suppose each coil is going to carry the current of 10 ampere. Let me assume that, suppose that each of the coil is going to carry the 10 amps. Okay, or else let me take each of the conductor is going to carry the 20 amperes. Okay, so at that time what will happen? What will happen? Let me mark the direction of this current. Okay, see, actually the current direction which is coming towards this the commutator segment, it will be to the point of B. Okay, so this direction will be almost here at this direction. So when these two indicating that these two currents will get meet up, and it will get meet at this point. So even you can take up the direction of this current is also here. Let me consider each of them coil is carrying 20 amperes, 20 amps, 20 amperes. Okay, so totally how much ampere of the current will flow here? 40, right? So total the 40 amps of a current will flow, that is a total brush current. As every coil is meeting at the brush, it is going to supply the half of the brush current, which is independent of lap or wave winding. So before the coil B is short circuited, so it is belonging to the group of coils which is lying left of the brush. So here it is carrying the current of 20 amperes from the left to right. Okay, from the left to right. Fine. Now let us see what will happen when the coil B is entering short circuit period. Okay, in this figure what you had studied, when the coil B is to be short circuited. Okay, so when the coil B is to be short circuited, when it starts short circuited, when it's entering the short circuiting period, then let us see what will be the change in the current in the coil of B. So let us see the case 2. So in this case, what will happen when the coil B is about to be short circuited? So the brush, I mean it is entering, sorry, if it is entering to the short circuit period. So here the current in coil B, so let us see here the current in the coil B, it will get reduced from 20 amperes to 10 amperes. So here you will find this part, the brush here, you will find it will be at this point. Okay, so this is the coil B is entering into the short circuit period. So you can see that there will be a change in the movement of this armature. Right, when the armature is keep rotating, you can see that the brush which is mounted onto the commutator is also getting moved. Right, so here you will find in this the coil, the part of the current will get reduces. Okay, so that it will be around, because you will find that some part of the current is getting lost. So here it may get lost to, let me assume, if it is getting reduced to 10 amperes. Okay, and here the current which is flowing in the coil B is becoming 10 amperes. Okay, and here as usual 20 amps will flow in the coil C. So it is affecting to the coil B because it is undergoing to the short circuit period. So due to that, you will find the 10 ampere of current is flowing at this point, and the 10 ampere of current will be flowing in the another direction. It is getting divided. Okay, fine. Now let me tell how much the current will flow here. How much the current will flow here? This is 10 amps. This is 20. So it will be 30 amperes. So how much does the current will flow in the brush? How much does the current will flow in the brush? So it will be around 40. Can you see that? So here a part of the current, and here also a part of the current. Still it is 40 ampere. Okay, so what is the change you will find here? You will find that whenever the coil B is entering the short circuit period, the current in a coil B has reduced from 20 ampere to this 20 ampere to 10 amps. 20 amperes to 10 amperes. As the other 10 ampere will flow through the, it will flow via the segment A. This is the segment A. So the total current entering will be same to the brush, that is 40 amperes. Now if you find when the coil is in the middle of its short circuit period, what is going to take place? Now when the coil B is in the middle of its short circuit period, you will find that the current in the coil is getting reduced to 0. So you will find that when it enters into the middle of the short circuit period of a time, this 10 amperes is getting reduced suddenly to 0 amperes. Okay, fine. So it's like you will find the currents 20 amps and 20 amps. Okay, so here you will find that the part of this current will be, again it is 20 ampere, because if you solve, if this is a 0 amps, so the remaining here will be the 20 amperes itself, and here also it will be the 20 amperes of current which will flow here. Okay, so the brush you can find there will be the coverage of the shift of this area, the contact area. Here it will start decreasing under the segment of a B, and it starts increasing under the segment of A. So this is how you will find it. Okay, again you can cross check how much the total current which is carried onto this brush. So again it is 40 amperes of the current. Okay, so here you can observe that the currents 20 amperes and 20 ampere which will pass through the brush directly from the coil A and coil C. Directly it is passing from the coil A and C. So here the total current will be again 40 amperes, and the contact area of the brush with the segment of A and B, it is almost, you will find it is equal. Okay. Now let us see that the contact area of a brush with the segment B is getting decreased. Can you observe that? Right? It is getting decreased. The area of this contact under the segment of a B is getting decreased, whereas the segment A is the area contact area with the segment A is increasing. Okay. Now the coil B is now carrying a 10 amperes of a current in the other direction. Okay, so you can see that we can just cross verify with your the second process. So what was happening? So in the what was happening here, the current is about to entering from the positive cycle, and here you can see there will be a decrease in the current, and it is becoming 0 at the coil B, and now you will find the current in a coil B will starts to flow, but it will be in the reverse direction. So the direction of this will be in the from left to right, but next cycle you will find once it reaches to 0, then the flow of a current will be in the negative direction. So therefore you will find that from positive cycle to 0, that means plus I to 0, then from 0 to minus I. That is what the reversal of the current, right? So here you will find that now the coil B is now carrying the current of a 10 amperes in another direction. So here the 10 amperes of a current will flow in this direction. 10 amperes of a current will flow in the another direction. Okay, so again you can just cross check how much the current will flow here. So in this part you will find the reduction of the current will be 10 amperes, and now here you will find there will be a 30 ampere of current will keep increasing, because we are in touch with the contact surface of the under the segment A is getting increased, right? Whereas in your second figure you had found that some part of the contact is getting reduced in the it was 75% under the segment of a B. So there will be more current under this segment compared to that of the contact under the A segment. That is why we had taken this will be 30 amp. This will be your around if you solve it will be 30 only, and here it will become reduced, means it will getting 50%, it is getting divided. The total, the 20 amperes which is flowing in the armature, it is getting half of it. So 10 amps one direction and 10 amps in another direction, right? So similarly at the figure 4 you can see that in this case 30 ampere